Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. I just finished watching Hell's Kitchen season 23 episode 9, and if I had to give the episode a rating, I'll give it a solid 7. This episode was filled with plenty of drama, and as expected, a chef who I predicted would get eliminated met their end. But over the course of this review, I will share my thoughts on the 4 highlights for the episode. I will share my updated list for which chefs have the best chances of making to the Black Jacket round, and which don't. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. The first episode highlight would have to be the group's reaction to seeing Anne-Marie return to the dorms instead of Anthony. Everyone, and I mean everyone, showed visible disappointment when Anne-Marie walked through the door, and I share their feelings. I think that Anthony was given a raw deal, and he should have been given another shot at getting to the Black Jacket round. But at this stage of the game, I didn't see strong leadership skills from Anthony, so without a quick turnaround on his part, he was working on borrowed time. The second highlight for the episode would have to be the episode's challenge. In this challenge, the chefs on each team have to cook a cohesive 5-course menu, and the dishes have to not only be creative, but be in sync. The 5 courses include a shellfish dish, a hot appetizer, a lamb dish, a chicken dish, and a fish dish. The unique aspect of this challenge was that there were no weak links. All the chefs who made their respective dishes each got a point, which meant that the challenge was tied, and it came to a tiebreaker. Gordon ultimately decides to give the winning dish to Hannah, and in my opinion, this win still shows that Hannah is a big threat when it comes to making it to the Black Jacket round. However, her leadership skills are still under review. Because the red team won, they got rewarded with a trip to New York City, but Brandon still had his punishment pass, and he used it to send Anne-Marie in his place to complete the punishment. I think that picking Anne-Marie for this punishment was pretty messed up, but she was the low person on the totem pole, just like Egypt was when Whit picked him to replace her in her punishment. I think that this moment for Anne-Marie definitely lit a fire under her, and it motivated her to take the competition more seriously. The third highlight for the episode would have to be the dinner service, and I must say, the blue team hasn't looked this bad since the earlier episodes for the season. The first mistake was with Egypt and Joe being out of sync with Kyle and Brandon when it came to getting their apps out. It was a mistake that caused Kyle to be late with his scallops, but the app station rebounded from that mistake. But for the remainder of the night, Kyle and Lulu dragged the team down with their undercooked fish and meats. And in my review from last week, I mentioned in the comments section that at this stage in the game, the meat station tends to trip up chefs during the dinner service. Gordon ultimately kicks out the blue team, and something tells me that their team may have made more mistakes off camera. Meanwhile, the red team actually had a decent dinner service. Surprisingly, Anne-Marie was not the weak link for tonight's dinner service. That award went to Brittany, because she sent up dishes that were raw, and she also went in La La Land for part of the service. But the red team finished the dinner service without any major issues. The fourth highlight for the episode would have to be the elimination scene. Prior to this scene, we see the blue team debating on who should be nominated for elimination. The majority of the team agreed that Kyle and Lulu should be nominated. Lulu, however, wanted to throw Egypt under the bus by saying that his mistakes on apps threw the entire team off. In my opinion, the issue with Lulu for the past 4 to 5 episodes has been her refusal to take accountability for the mistakes that she makes, which brought her team down. When she initially joined the blue team, she watched some of the chefs make mistakes and did nothing to try to correct them during dinner service, which is a piss-poor quality for any leader to have. She struggled with communicating with her teammates through the entire season, and she struggled to elevate her cooking in the challenges. So when Gordon got rid of her, I was extremely happy because it was well-deserved. The icing on the cake was the only parting words that Gordon had for Lulu was wishing her good luck. But because next week is Thanksgiving, I have a feeling that the show will take a break for at least next week and return the following week in December. We roughly have about 6 episodes remaining, and the previews for the next episode indicate that both teams will continue to struggle during their dinner service. But my picks for the chefs that will more than likely make it to the Black Jacket round have changed once again, and it is now Whit, Egypt, Brandon, Hannah, Kyle, and Amanda, while the chefs who will likely miss the Black Jacket round are Anne-Marie, Brittany, and Joe. I thought that Joe has made much progress in this competition, but seeing the previews for this next episode has been wondering if Gordon really envisions him as being his next head chef. My only issue with Joe this season has been his inability to handle high-pressure situations, and next episode might get the best of Joe, but we shall see. And this marks the end of my review. Feel free to leave all comments below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.